Once again, Mark Friedlander from Insurance Information Institute is here with us to talk about hurricane preparedness. So previously, we've had a discussion about what people can do for their personal, getting essentials to make it through in case there's a hurricane. But a lot of people are not that plugged into what their insurance coverage should be and how it can affect them if they are not covered with the right coverage for the hurricane. So Mark is here to break that down for us. So I'm just going to step back and let you go.
Thanks, Rance. Well, the important point of getting ready for hurricane season is being financially prepared to protect yourself and your family. And that means having the right amount and the right types of insurance coverage. So we look at homeowners coverage, we look at flood coverage, and we look at auto coverage. And the key point with homeowners coverage is to make sure you have enough coverage to replace your home in case of a catastrophic loss. If it gets swept away by a hurricane, gets destroyed by a hurricane, you want to have enough coverage to rebuild. And what we're seeing is about 16% increases in replacement costs this year due to supply chain, higher costs of construction, and labor costs and parts, lumber alone.
Now, what people might not understand when you're saying make sure they cover the cost of the home, just because their home says, we're going to pay $300,000 doesn't mean that the repair costs are going to cost $300,000. And people need to understand that anything over that $300,000 is their own personal responsibility. Is that correct?
Correct, Rent. You don't want to pay out of pocket. So it's a good time to have an insurance checkup with your insurance agent. Go through your policy and see where there are gaps and where you need to make increases, because we're seeing about 16% increases in replacement costs due to materials and labor. You may need to increase your coverage, because otherwise you lose your home. You're going to be short and have to pay perhaps thousands and thousands out of pocket. And we don't want to see insurance gaps like that.
What about auto insurance? Because I've heard different stories about that. Like if your auto's not in the home or out, if it's in the garage, how that kind of things affects you. So can you break that down for me?
Sure, Rance. Here's a tricky one. You need comprehensive auto for storm losses. And that means even if your car is parked in your garage and your garage collapses, you need comprehensive auto. Your home insurance will not cover that. Comprehensive also covers trees falling on your vehicle, if the car is flooded, if it's hit by lightning, if it's hit by hail and suffers severe damage. So you want to make sure you have that optional comprehensive coverage. It's not allowed to add to the auto policy.
And then when it comes to maybe having to file a claim, insurance companies might have a small bit of sympathy, but they're not just going to want to take your word for it. So you have some ideas on way people can document so they can show proof that, hey, this was actually something I lost.
As part of your preparedness plan, create a home inventory. Document everything in your home, all the furniture, all the electronics, all the clothing, and have photos of everything as well. Take photos of all possessions, go room by room, have a photo catalog. You could store it on the cloud or on a flash drive, but make sure you have a copy that you could easily access in case you need to quickly evacuate your home. And that will be a great value when you have to file a claim, so you could show exactly what you had and what was lost in the storm.
And just really quickly, we discussed previously that there are a lot of transplants moving here, and they might not understand the differences of insurance coverages and stuff like that. Can you give just like a layman's easy, quick breakdown? So, hey, you might have moved here from New Jersey, which y'all did in Jersey is not going to fly down here.
Right. Well, first look at your home insurance. You're going to have two deductibles, a standard deductible and a hurricane deductible called a windstorm deductible. That kicks in when a named storm is upon us based on what the National Weather Service says. And then you also want to look at flood coverage. Your home policy does not cover floods, yet most tropical systems have significant flooding. So you want to talk to your insurance agent once again about adding flood coverage. Make sure you have flood protection, because that could be the biggest part of the entire event is a flood loss. And if you don't have flood protection, you're paying all that out of pocket.
Well, Mark, that's all good information that a lot of people need a refresher and a lot of people just need to learn. So if people want to find out more, maybe if they want to do a deeper dive, where can they go online?
Yeah, just go to our website, III.org, the Insurance Information Institute site. We have a full catalog of resources, preparedness tips, and all the information about the specific types of insurance coverage you should carry to be financially prepared for hurricane season.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Mark. And I look forward to talking to you, maybe just not so much about this topic. So thanks for sharing again. And we'll keep moving forward. Good luck to everybody.
Always great to share this information with the River City Live audience.
George, you're a legend.
George Winterland, one of the leaders